I'm here at the Elk Creek trailhead. I'm going to attempt to get up to the top of Steamboat Mountain. I have no idea what the snow conditions are going to be like once you get up higher. It's really early in the season. It's April 12th. I do have my snowshoes back here that I've strapped on, so I can use them, but I'd be really surprised if I can get all the way to the top today. It's a really great day. I'm starting pretty late at 11:30. I was going to do a different hike, but where that was, it was going to be raining and snowing and just cold and miserable. Since this wasn't that much further away, I decided to kind of go for the nicer weather. So we'll just kind of see how this goes. One thing I did forget to mention is that even though it's early, it's possible that the bears are getting out of their hibernation and they tend to be a little grumpy. I did bring some bear spray right down here just in case. Hopefully I won't see any, but I guess we'll find out. Well, I made it to Elk Creek Pass. It's 5,950-ish feet in elevation, about 950 feet above the trailhead, and about 2 miles in. So there hasn't been hardly any snow on the trail so far. Up ahead it looks like there's a small patch. Hopefully it's just there, but we'll see as we keep climbing what we encounter. Haven't really seen any signs of bear yet, but you just never know. Well, I just said that I hadn't encountered any signs of bear yet, and I walked, I don't know, maybe 100 yards into the snow and noticed that there was some pretty big prints in the snow, but they had melted so much I really couldn't tell what they were, except until I got to this one right here. Let me show it to you. So you can see the claw marks right there. That's definitely a bear. And they go all through the path where I'm walking. But it looks like it's been a little while since he's been through here, or she. So we'll just keep an eye out. I'm contemplating putting my snowshoes on because the trail is just covered in snow right now. I'm following some probable moose tracks along it, which makes it a little easier. It's pretty steep right here. Doing my best not to slide down. Wow, look at this. Well, I got tired of post holing through all this snow, so I decided that I was going to put on my snowshoes. So we'll see how well it does in this. Snow seems to taper off a little, but I don't know if it's going to clear up or not. So we're just going to keep moving forward for at least another hour before I turn back. Well, I've gone about 4 miles along the trail. This is where it forks off to go up the mountain to Steamboat Lookout or Steamboat Mountain. And the snow has continued. It's not sticking. I could probably continue on, but it's getting pretty late. And I started out late. And I was checking out the trail and it looks to be pretty snow covered, so it's going to be pretty difficult. I'm just going to head back and call it good. Wouldn't you know it, as soon as I started heading back down the mountain, the weather got nice, sun is out. I don't think it's completely done snowing. There's still snow over to the north, and it could come this way. The mountain sure looks awesome. Yeah. Fun. We made it back to Elk Pass and took the snowshoes off. Trails are going to be all clear from here except for like tiny spots. And I'm not sure if those snowshoes were helpful or not. They're on that one area where it was really steep. It seemed to just kind of cause me to slip a lot, but there were other areas where it was really helpful to just kind of walk across the top of the snow. I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that the snow is pretty soft right now from melting. It was just kind of hit or miss as to whether I would stay on top or sink down even with the snowshoes. Well, I made it back to the trailhead and it's starting to snow again. I went a total of 8.5 miles with about 2,000 feet of elevation gain. I'm pretty happy with that. I think it was probably about as intense as a snowshoeing hike from last week, just because of all the post holing that I did. That was pretty fun. But it was another hike in which I was completely alone. There was no one else out on this trail. There's no one here at the trailhead. I didn't see any sign of anything except for animal tracks, including that grizzly track that we saw. So, but I didn't see any grizzly, so I'm happy about that. I'm going to attempt this again, probably in another 2 weeks when the snow is actually off the trail quite a bit more. There were just some parts that were really deep, and I have a feeling that the higher I went, the worse it was going to get. So maybe in 2 weeks we can try it again. I don't know if it'll be climbable even then, just because it is very early in the season to be out hiking and trying to climb peaks. But it's a good exercise and it's good training. Thank you for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you would, please subscribe, like, all that good YouTube stuff, and I hope you have a great day.